Hi and welcome to the Art of Tarot. My name is Stephanie and this is a reading for Aries, October 2020 for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars. This is a general reading. I look into all the energies that come up. So there will be love, there will be finances, but mostly I'm really trying to give you some sort of guidance and insight when it comes to your self-development and working on yourself with the cards. So let's see, I will clear the energy a little bit here. You find all the information that you need in the description box below. You find my social media channels, my web shop, and information that you need regarding personal readings. You find my PayPal channel account if you want to donate to this channel, and you find an Amazon wishlist if you want to donate a card deck to this channel. Please, if you send me a card deck, don't forget to add your email address to the Amazon message that you sent me, because otherwise I cannot return my thank you reading to you and return the favor. So I'm doing a free thank you video reading for everybody who is donating a card deck to this channel. Okay, so let's look at the cards. Astrology wise, we have actually a lot of things going on in October. We have 3 important moon days or dates. October 1st, full moon in Aries in your sign. October 31st, a full moon in wow, and speaking of the moon, a full moon in Taurus, which I guess is an important date for you guys. Look at that. I mean, there's a full moon in your sign. Wow, okay, that is spooky. Also Halloween coming up. That's kind of spooky. I will keep this story here because for some reason I think it's important. That is something that might come up. Also, now that Mars is going retrograde in your sign, there will be a lot of things, I think, working within you. Like having inner conflict that can be healthy to get what you want, to go after what you want. We have a Mercury retrograde coming up in Libra season, and it's actually going retrograde in Libra, in the sign of Libra. So communication when it comes to partnerships, relationships might be a little difficult, but also, you know, I tend to not overestimate the Mercury retrograde. But make sure, for me, what is important with the Mercury retrograde, make sure that you save all your data, that you double back up stuff. That is something that I, from personal experience, can say that should be important for you. And also technology, just make sure that you treat your devices well and be nice to them, because that's a time where you know, Mercury retrograde can come in and mess with your devices, with technology. But communication can be a little slower or difficult, and business can be slow and difficult. Deals with partners can be definitely irritated with this Mercury retrograde. So make sure that you are very precise, very clear. Also look at the small print in contracts or in anything that you agree to. So that's an important thing during Mercury retrograde. Also, travel can be slowed down by circumstances. We have a new moon in Libra, which is great for starting new cycles when it comes to relationships, and that's your opposite sign, and that's your natural relationship house. So even if you're ascendant, even if you're a sun sign, but especially ascendant sign, so there will be a chance for a new start when it comes to relationships on October 16th and around the days of October 16th. And we have Pluto going direct in Capricorn. I think that's a big one. And also then end of the month, the sun is coming into Scorpio. Yeah, but let's look at the cards. You know, there's just so much going on this month. I will not go in depth into the astrology, just that we have a little overview of what is happening for you. But yeah, Libra for you, sun in the opposite sign, that's a good energy. Sun in your also natural relationship house, I'm sorry. 7th house is a really nice energy, and there's a lot of air energy coming through already for you. Okay, let's see. this whole reading starts for me when I look at the cards: the Moon, the Princess of Swords, the Magician, and the King of Swords. There is a lot of Mercury energy actually, so this will be a big theme for you this month. The Mercury retrograde in your opposite sign really can indicate that you're now gaining clarity through communication that goes back and forth, and might really through the course of the month might really be a little challenging and irritating at times, and you might have to revolutionize your ideas here with the Princess of Swords. She is the revolutionized princess. She is about in a way rebellious energy, but new knowledge, bringing forward new knowledge. And I think there's a lot of new knowledge that you gained and are still gaining when you come into the month, especially with this Mars going retrograde in your sign since not for too long actually. Mars has been retrograde in your sign for not even a month, September 9th. So this is a new energy that you might feel very strongly, where it's like a stop and go, or like when you drive with the emergency brake. I think that's gonna be a lot of that energy for you. You know where you want to go, but something within yourself is challenging that idea, or challenging that passion. And with this Moon energy here, things might come up that were hidden, that were not clear to you yet, and now with this new knowledge you can really move forward and manifest. We have the Magician here, which is wonderful. So much air energy, so much Mercury energy, and a very clear notion of where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to do it. That's a strategy card as well. The King of Swords, he has a strategy, he knows. So you're very fast evolving here from the Princess, which is the pages, also in the regular tarot decks or in the Rider-Waite decks. So you're very, very quickly evolving from a princess energy to a king energy. And that is a big step, you know. So the king is the sophisticated energy of that element, and the princess is the new, young, teenage, like open student energy. So there's a lot to learn this month. There's a lot to learn through information also. Look at information very precisely. And even if you feel like there is really revolutionary ideas, this is the Princess of Swords, revolutionary ideas that came to the surface, you can now really take them with you and use them as some sort of tool to make happen what you want, and to do actually, or to go into the direction that you want to manifest. The Magician is the manifester. So by the end of the month, I think you will very well know how to go about things, how to do things, and have a strategy. I think it's very important for you this month to have a strategy. You have the Prince of Wands here underneath, so you do have that fire, you do have that that passion forward, you do have that energy that comes in and helps you make things happen. That's a really great great set of cards for you. I will look at this that is a little more scary and maybe not so clear for you, this little story that came out. I will go through really quick. The Hierophant. Hierophant might be about really things that you believe in. And it's interesting because the Hierophant also is for the full moon in stands for the full moon in Taurus, because the Hierophant stands for Taurus right here. So I think this moon cycle, this whole moon cycle for you, starting with the full moon in your sign, going to the full moon in Taurus, will really bring a lot of things to the surface for you that will help you move forward and move forward strategically in the right direction, and it will give you a lot of information. So Hierophant, about what you believe in. How do you want to actually live out the things you believe in when it comes to also spirituality? It's a very spiritual card. What do you want to commit to? What kind of belief system do you want to commit to? Queen of Wands, how are you going to go about it? How are you, at which point of time are you going to do what? That's very much the Queen of Wands. She's very determined. She's a go-getter. She gets what she wants. There can be a fire sign or an air sign also in your case. There can actually be an air sign coming in for you. That is the King of Swords here. So Aries, watch out for Libra or Aquarius or Gemini. And this, I feel like this is you knowing at what point to strike. That's also the Queen of Wands. Strike, by striking, I mean not like hit, but go into the right direction at the right time. She really knows how to get things. Look at that, abundance. How do I get the abundance that I need from people surrounding me? Also, the Three of Wands for me is always like social groups, and also maybe new people that you want to move towards. And yeah, here it is, the devil. He is here. Yeah, be careful what people make you maybe question the relationship or the contact and connection with them, make you want to control things, or you feel like you getting controlled. People that draw you in too much, that want to make you dependent on them, or you want to make people dependent on you. So that's not the way to move forward here, because it leads to this Ten of Wands. It's too much oppression, ending of a cycle as well. We come in after ending this. This is all the stuff that your subconscious now is processing. That might be just experiences from the past that you're now integrating, that coming to the surface, and that give you this higher knowledge how to really go about things in the future, because you're having a huge new start here, especially with your with the full moon, and especially with the new moon in your relationship house, and with the Magician here. So oppression, too much. This was too much. Something had to end when it comes to codependency. Surprise, surprise. It's always the same fucking thing. I'm sorry for cursing, but the devil is here, you know. So that's already going through my system. Eight of Wands. So now movement forward. First fast movement, I think. Now coming into a more settled energy, a more grounded energy with the Prince of Pentacles, going step by step. But yeah, moving away from this moment of oppression, I think it was very fast, and now you're like in a more grounded energy, going step by step into an Eight of Cups. And this is I feel like the key card. Eight of Cups is really about understanding that there is more when it comes to emotional fulfillment, that where you were was nice, but that there is more. And how do you live out this whole belief system? How will you get a structure into this? So yeah, let's put this back, because I'm not going to use it for the German reading. I think it's too much. Okay, so let's look a little deeper into the love connection, because this can be everything, you know. This can be also a new job with a Magician, or a new project that you're starting, that you now finally have the knowledge. It took a while. You went through a pretty dark phase, maybe, where you questioned yourself, or where you didn't know how to find that light within you. Now it's here. Now the higher knowledge is here. Now you can manifest that knowledge, because the Princess is also about earth energy. She brings the air energy into reality. She really plants the seed. She is a chance really to move forward. Okay, so here with this is you, but also you could make a decision about a fire sign, but I see this is you trying to gain balance within. This is Moon in Libra, so this is happening actually mid-month, the Moon in Libra, trying to distance yourself from your emotions. That is very much the Two of Swords. You can see here in the back there's the water. She is sitting far away from the water, turning her back to the water, and she has this blindfold, which really calls her to look within and find answers within, and not in the outside world so much. And still being very analytical about it, not being too emotional about it, being more in a mind space, and trying to see things from different perspective. In this case, it's a very black and white kind of trying to analyze the situation, which can help find the balance, because Libra is a very black and white in analyzing and then tries to find the middle ground. This is why she's also wearing this gray gown, which is a mixture of black and white. So yeah, trying to find that middle way, trying to find that answer within yourself by really seeing the pros and the cons. This is a great pro and con list card, especially when it comes to a fire sign, as I said, King of Wands, or if this is a King of Wands, it could be really a counterpart for you, because the Queen of Wands was here, so it could be a very fitting counterpart for you. But it can also be your energy where you're really trying to step into the moment of doing things the way you want to do them and really initiating them and going for them. With the Magician, that's very similar energy here, the Magician and the King of Wands. So yeah, you can now manifest, after looking at all this all the stuff that came up here and that kind of forced itself into the into your conscious realm from the subconscious, even though during going through it, it was scary and you didn't really know where it was going. Now you're in a much more precise and much more strategic and much more airy energy, which means a clear vision forward. Okay. One more card here from this Secret Dakini Oracle. You find all the decks in the description box that I'm using. Also, you find, I think that's it, the decks. And you also find my web shop, and you find, I'm also an artist and a musician, and I'm having a sale on my artist website from old artwork, actually. So you can check that out if you're interested in artwork. So this is something that I do also like for real, not just like as a hobby. And yeah, so the Rose Garden, what a beautiful card. I love this deck. Let's see. 52. The Rose Garden, fulfillment of the path of intuition, the heightening of the senses, mystical sensuality, wow, luxury, abundance. That is a very Venus-driven card. It feels like in Libra season you can really go into this abundance, into this luxury, into this very sensual energy here with this card, and into maybe even a romantic energy. That's wonderful. I love this card. I just want to hold it into the camera. Wow, yeah, vintage roses. All right, Rose Garden, I love it. Let's look at some charms. That's a lot. Yeah, come on baby, light my fire. We have the match here. So yeah, there's this initiation. We have the Prince of Wands here underneath the King of Swords. So there is this ignition moment here with the Princess of Swords and that fire and that revolutionary energy to move forward. We have the this mushroom here, which is a lucky charm for me really, but at the same time it says it's lucky in a sense of a very subconscious need and search for happiness and joy. So it is always on the verge. It's a very difficult charm for me, because it's always on the verge from pleasure to feeling lucky and happy, you know. It's like this very where joy turns into mania, that kind of balance. So where you go from a very reality-based feeling into a very surreal feeling. So it has something surreal to it, but it's not necessarily the intoxicating factor of it, and the surreal factor of it is still something that can help you grow, if you know what I mean. So this is this charm, and it has something phallic to it, so it can also be very much about sexual mania in a way, where you go really intensely and extremely into a sexual energy that is a very deep subconscious drive. The pink clip here for me is like maybe attaching this knowledge, because it's about creativity for me, the color. So attaching this knowledge maybe to a creative project, attaching this very subconscious, a little zany, surreal feeling to a creative endeavor that you have in mind. Maybe you can express it in a way that is artistic and helps you really cope with it, or cope with those experiences. Yeah, you gain clear sight with the tiger's eye here, very grounded clear sight, and at the same time with the onyx you're protected. This is very much a protection stone for me. You have the knowledge, you have clear sight, you're grounded, and you can use your memory, and you can use your wisdom, and very concrete wisdom. This is not so much spiritual, more like, I mean, wisdom is always spiritual, right? But it's more like a very concrete way to build on knowledge and experiences. So yeah, thank you Capricorn for listening. Please subscribe, please like, please comment, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye.